The C320 is the newest Rinstrum offering for 2023. It's a compact indicator that comes feature-packed with 2 onboard serial ports and 8 set points, as well as expansion ports for additional accessories. If you're interested in learning more about the WYSIWYG Serial Print Editor, stay tuned. Using the C3 viewer, we want to navigate to the Full Setup menu and get into Full Setup. This will allow us to get into the print editors, which look very similar to what you're used to seeing on most of the Rinstrum gear. However, one new feature that the C3 has is the WYSIWYG Editor. What does WYSIWYG stand for? Well, WYSIWYG stands for What You See is What You Get. To go ahead and change these formats, you simply select them with the mouse. When you select Custom, that exposes the editor and the current canned format. To go ahead and edit that format, you would just simply click the Edit button to get you into the WYSIWYG Editor. Here you can identify the tokens or the values of each item on the display by clicking them once. It will highlight the value of that token or text. If you're simply wanting to move the values around on the ticket, then go ahead and just drag them to where they need to go. Once you have those values placed in the desired location, go ahead and press OK. Press OK again. And then you can click on the test to check your edits. We'll go ahead and add our header and footer details. Now we can check our printout using the test button, and it should show the header and footer details. Now what we'll do is we'll create a new ticket from scratch and select the clear button at the bottom, which will erase all of your values. So we're starting now with a blank slate. To simply add a text value, select text, type in the value of the message, press OK. Once it shows on screen, drag it to the desired location. Now let's go ahead and add a value, which could be anything related to the weighing information, the time, the date, the weight. We're adding the tokens now one by one. We'll speed things up so that you can see the process as it gets completed. As we wrap up our configuration here, we need to go in and configure the rest of the indicator settings. We haven't set the tertiary units. We also haven't programmed the function key for the appropriate printout. First, we'll go into App and we'll set the F key for the print, which is assigned to serial 1. It could be serial 1 or 2, or if you had an accessory card, serial 3. Now we can set our tertiary unit of measure. That's going to be in the Scale menu, under Scale, and then under Build. And you can see the primary unit, secondary unit, and unit 3, which we'll set for ounces. Now we can go back into serial 1 printout and check our output to make sure all of the fields look good. And they do, so that's great. One final thing we want to look at is how to edit or remove a value or a token from off of the print editor. So to do that, we'll go back into our editor, and let's say, for example, we just want to remove the print ID. You just drag it off the screen, either to the left or to the right. You'll get prompted with a delete. And we also want to delete the actual value. Press OK, press OK. And then you can check and make sure that your print format, your custom print format, looks correct, and it does. So the print ID is now gone. Please reach out to your local office and talk to one of your sales engineers.